Hi, I'm Deborah Jones. I was introduced to CryoX because I am a 31-year multiple sclerosis patient. I have suffered relapsing remitting MS and have had periods of doing quite well and periods of severe illness. And Alicia, who owns CryoX, knew that I had been suffering, and they had just purchased the Prism Light Pod. And so she offered for me to come in and try it. And when I came here, I had partially from the MS and partially from a drug reaction they had given for MS symptoms. I had suffered a severe relapse where I had a lot of impairment in my left side. I was unable to lift my leg, to step into the bathtub or step up on steps. I was on a walker. I was wearing a diaper, depends, because of bladder incontinence. I don't consider myself old enough to need those things, but I never took a bath alone because I needed my husband's assistance to get into and out of the bathtub. And I, at that point, had suffered a good year and a half of terrible insomnia, never sleeping more than 2 or 3 hours at a time. So when Alicia said they were having results with MS patients, I was, of course, willing to try it. She said it might take 4 times before you see a difference. And I said, that's fine, that's nothing for an MS patient. I've been sick 31 years, Anyway, I came in and my husband brought me, and I had to have assistance getting into the Prism Light Pod. I felt relaxed afterwards. In fact, I asked my husband afterwards to go to dinner, which is unusual because usually just being out and about was very exhausting. And so we went to dinner, felt good. I got home and I slept almost 10 hours, which is unheard of. When I woke up the next morning, I immediately knew I was stronger and was excited that I could feel a difference before I even stepped out of bed. My husband was in our bathroom about to shower and get ready for work, and I walked in there beaming from ear to ear because I didn't use the walker. I walked just fine into the bathroom and I said, watch this, and I lifted my leg and stepped into the bathtub unaided, which he immediately began crying. Then we came up here the next day, and when Alicia saw me walk in the door, she started crying. She's like, you came in here on a walker last night. I said, I know. I think I came 3 days in a row, and after that I was like, well, I guess I'll drive again. There's no reason not to. 2 weeks later, I was like, I guess I'll start my business up again. I hadn't worked in over a year, but I don't see a reason not to. So I am now fully working again. I am back traveling for speaking engagements. My energy is good. An all-over inflammatory pain that I usually suffer is way reduced. It's just been like I have my life back now, and I'm so very grateful. I haven't needed a walker or cane since.